We are live. Hello, everybody.
Hi. Hi.
So bear with us. We are doing this for the first time. We're doing it on my cell phone, actually. So I will be trying to periodically check comments to make sure that we're not missing anything and make sure that you guys are able to see everything. But let's get started and dive right into this. We are making cake mix cookies. This is a really easy way to let kids cook by themselves and do baking by themselves. There's very minimal measuring. It's also really great if you don't have flour, which we're having a really hard time finding flour right now, but we could secure some cake mix. And there are really infinite possibilities with this. So, should we get started?
Yeah.
Yes? Did we wash our hands?
Yeah, nice and clean.
Nice and clean. And our oven is preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And we're gonna get started. So essentially the formula for cake mix, you can't see me. The formula for cake mix cookies is 1 box of cake mix and then about a ½ cup of oil and 2 eggs, but this isn't one size fits all. So we're gonna show you kind of how you work around the different variations of cake mix because they're not all made the same to make sure that you don't end up with a literal pan full of like splat cookies, because trust me, it's happened to me before. So Wyatt is going to handle dry ingredients. Jackson, you're going to handle cracking the eggs. And what we're going to start out with is 1 packet of red velvet cake mix, sorry. Wyatt, you're going to pour this in your bowl. And Jackson, you're going to crack 2 eggs. Okay. Tip for cooking with kids, if they're cracking eggs, have them crack them in a separate bowl instead of over your batter mixture, because then you're not fishing eggshells out of the actual like mixture. You can just fish them easier out of an individual bowl. Do you want to pour this in? So I'll be giving lots of alternatives too as we go. For those who don't have eggs, you can try a 1/4 cup of banana per egg. It's a great substitution for baking. Okay. Decorate your floor with some of the cake mix. Why not? How you doing? You good? Great. So for this cake mix, because we're going to do a red velvet with a cream cheese mix-in, I'm actually we'll put in the eggs. Can you pour those in? And then we're going to add the oil, but instead of adding a ½ cup of oil, we're going to start with a 1/3 cup, because if you're adding a wet ingredient like cream cheese, it might add a little more moisture, and we don't want to have too much oil if we're doing that. So, do you want to pour in the oil, honey?
Me?
Yes.
Well, he does dry ingredients.
Well, he's doing a wet one. Change of plans.
So I start?
Then, do you guys want to start stirring? I'm going to bring the camera forward so you can see this mixture.
Oh my God.
And really, if you have any mix, cook along with us. Let's bring this a little closer.
Start stirring. Okay, you start stirring.
Yep, start stirring. And I'll show you the consistency. Oh, that means my oven's preheated. Show you the consistency that it should feel like. Hi there. It should be pretty thick, like a cookie batter or a cookie dough. Why did I just call it a batter?
Jackson.
And then Jackson, if you're having a little trouble, Wyatt can take a turn too. We're gonna make 2 different kinds of cake mix cookies right now. And then we'll give some alternatives for different flavors after.
I want a turn.
You want a turn? Jackson, can Wyatt have a turn?
Yeah, sure.
Excellent. Oh my gosh, look at them being so nice to each other. Hello in Indonesia, in Atlanta. How's everybody doing today? Ooh, Wyatt's being super careful. I love this.
He's folding.
He's folding. Look at this. He's folding the mixture. Wyatt is bound to be a chef.
Can I try?
Do you want me to help you a little bit?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're just gonna try to get this whipped up. Let me tilt down so y'all can see. Here, let me just mix this up and then you guys can add the cream cheese. So again, the basic formula that you want to start off with is 1 box of cake mix, 2 eggs, and then either a 1/3 cup of oil if you're mixing in a wet mix-in, or 1/2 cup of oil if you're mixing 1 cup of dry mix-in. So you see we have chocolate chips here. We're going to show you how to do that next when we're doing a dry ingredient to mix in. And really for this red velvet, if I had some white chocolate chips, I would totally be all about that because, oh my gosh, that would be delicious with this.
Oh yeah.
But we love red velvet cake with cream cheese frosting. So we figured cream cheese would be a really nice addition to this.
Oh, it's so fluffy.
What does it smell like? Give it a smell.
Oh, it smells like cake.
It smells like cake?
Chocolate cake.
Chocolate cake. What does it smell like to you, Wyatt?
Chocolate cake.
Mmm.
I knew it.
Almost mixed. Then who's gonna pour in the cream cheese? It's kind of close to you, Wyatt, so why don't you dump the cream cheese in? So I'll bring this a little closer so everybody can see. Why don't you take the spoon and scoop it on in? Just, you can hold the bowl up and then dump it out. Ready? Pull it out. So close. Excellent. Do we want to use that spoon to stir? Sure. So this is 1/2 cup of cream cheese. And we want to stir it enough, but not too much so the ribbons disappear. We want to get some nice ribbons of cream cheese in this mixture. Oh, look at that. Do you want to try, Jackson?
Yeah.
Let me get a little bit closer. It looks like toothpaste.
You know, like the toothpaste that has the different colored lines?
Look at that.
Whoa, this kind of reminds me of peppermint.
Ooh, it's pretty, huh?
Yeah. It reminds me of red velvet.
Red velvet. It is red velvet. Hello. Anybody have any questions or any alternative ingredients they're trying to use?
No, it's like lava.
Going to raise this.
Volcano.
I saw some people saying candy melts. Candy melts are a great decoration for these cookies. You can make them and then melt down the candy melts and do a cute little design or just frost them. And it's really festive for Easter. We're making a lot of cookies because we're doing contactless drop-offs of cookie deliveries to some of our family.
Could I try?
Sure, just a little bit more because we're almost ready. We have a baking sheet.
What's that for?
This is for our next batch. Excellent, it looks really good. Let me hold it up to the camera so that people can see our little ribbons of cream cheese. Look at that. So do you see the consistency? It's pretty thick. It separates really easily. So for people just joining, this is 1 box of cake mix, 2 eggs, a 1/3 cup of oil, and a 1/2 cup of cream cheese. We're going to spoon this onto a baking sheet. I like to give them a little extra space in case they spread out. So let me show you guys how to do it and then you can do it. So it's almost like, I'd say this is about 2 tablespoons full. So I just take one scoop with the spoon and I lay it out with the other. Do you want to try?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to taste.
You get to try too.
What? What?
He'll do one and then you try one. Give a little space, little space. There we go. Beautiful. Let's just get that. Yep.
Your turn.
Right, you want to try one? Hi there. Mini marshmallows? Yes. Oh my gosh. They're so good in cake mix cookies. If you have graham crackers too, you can mix those in as well in like a chocolate cake mix. It is delicious. Yes.
It's hard.
It's hard to do. Do you want to take the other spoon?
Yeah, what? You need to take
Let's
the
do it
other
together.
spoon and scrape it off.
So if you have kids, you're looking for something to do, an Easter activity, this is, okay, so I'm going to hold it, you scoop it. Here, we'll scoop it together. This is a great Easter activity to do together. And it's very simple. It's not going to use up a bunch of extra stuff. And you can use a lot of things that you already have in your pantry. So like I said, if I had white chocolate chips, I would be all over that right now. And mixing them in here too. Probably a half a cup of white chocolate chips. And I said earlier with substituting for eggs, if you don't have any eggs, there are lots of great baking substitutions. I usually will do a cup of mashed banana. So these are ready to go in the oven. They're not the prettiest, but they're homemade by children. What do you expect? These are gonna be for 10 to 12 minutes. I'm gonna set my timer for 11 minutes and check on them. I have my oven rack set to the, goodbye. I have my oven rack set to the middle. And while those are baking, let's make our chocolate chip ones.
Yeah.
So these are just basic chocolate chip cake mix cookies. You can use whatever flavor you'd like. I would recommend a yellow cake mix because that is going to make the color more similar to a chocolate chip cookie. We only have white, so these are going to look a little pale for a chocolate chip cookie, but they taste amazing. So Jackson, should we do the same thing again?
Yeah, crack it.
You crack the eggs, you pour in the cake mix.
What do I pour
In the bowl. I'm just going to give this a little rinse.
Pour in the cake mix.
Excellent.
Oh, my shell got in.
Uh-oh. So look what I'm going to do. I'm going to wet my fingers and I'm going to scoop it out. Just like that.
You saved the day.
So let's get closer on what they're doing. Hello! I hope everyone's having a good Saturday. Ready to pour it in?
Yep.
Okay, let's get closer on the mixture.
Now pour it in.
I'm gonna lower this a little bit. Banana or blueberries? Oh my gosh, delish. You can definitely put banana, mashed banana in these to add a little flavor. And then again, we're gonna start with a 1/3 cup of oil because different cake mixes require different amounts of wet ingredients. So some will require 1 cup of water, some will require 1.5 or 1/4 cups of water. So depending on that, that's going to decide how much oil. Yeah. So we'll start with a 1/3 just in case this mix in particular doesn't need as many wet ingredients. I have to really crouch down to see you. Okay, so should we take turns mixing?
Yeah. Mix.
Clear off the table a little bit. I'll leave you to it. You guys know what to do. I'll look at some of the comments. Hi. how are we doing? We're doing great. We're so excited for these cookies. We really miss our extended family.
Mama, we can do an egg hunt.
An Easter hunt? Yes, we're doing it inside our home.
Now, could I try?
Sure.
Nice job.
But it's a really nice way to just tell people we love them by dropping a little batch of cookies on their doorstep. Rosie is not cooking. Our dog is Rosie, for those who are curious.
Now you try.
Okay. She's not allowed to cook because she licks everything up off the floor, and if the kids dropped a chocolate chip or something, I would be very sad if she ate it.
Because Rosie's our only calmest dog.
She's the calm one, huh?
Yeah. But Poppy's the crazy one.
She's wild. Okay, so this consistency, actually, with a 1/3 cup of oil, this was perfect. I'm going to hold it up so you can see. See that? It looks like cookie dough. Ooh, and this one smells good. You guys want to smell and tell me what you smell?
Vanilla.
Vanilla.
Yeah, vanilla.
Just kind of like really yummy batter. So we're gonna take a cup of chocolate chips, mix those in. These are going to be our chocolate chip cookies.
It's raining chocolate chips.
It's raining chocolate.
It's snappy. Snapping.
Oh, you can hear them rattling around, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Hello!
Could I
Neapolitan cookies. Ooh, that would be so much fun.
Could I try? Could I try?
Mayonnaise and cake mix, I've heard that hack.
Mayonnaise and cake mix?
You can't taste it when it's baked. Vanilla extract? Sure, you can add some vanilla extract. I don't really feel like we need it, so I'm not going to use it if I don't have to, because I don't have that much left, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it. Okay, anyone just joining?
Now could you
We're
try?
making cake mix cookies. This is 1 box of white cake mix, a 1/3 cup of oil, and 2 eggs, and 1 cup of chocolate chips. And we are just mixing it thoroughly, getting these chocolate chips dispersed. Oh, okay, look at this.
That's a real cookie.
That's a real cookie, Wyatt says. He says it's a real cookie. We're starting simple with these lives. I'm really open to suggestions too of what you want to see, but we're trying to do a quick recipe so this doesn't drag out for like 2 hours. But it's time to scoop. Let's get you a spoon.
Could I have a spoon too?
Yes. Okay.
Now it's time to scoop.
It's time to scoop. Let's get our baking sheet.
Oh, why does
I'm gonna take a peek. Oh my gosh. Our red velvet cookies look so good. I think you need a little bit more honey.
we need another
Let me get you
spoon.
a big one and you can dump it. Oh, you got it. He's got it.
Why, I'll do the scraping?
Thank you, everyone saying I'm a nice mom. That's very nice. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Can I help?
Oh, it's small.
It's small, but it's not broken. We can fix it.
Okay.
Here. There you go. There you go. Oh, excellent.
What?
Let's do, here, can I help you? What are you doing?
That's too small.
That's not a cookie.
What?
Salted caramel. Mmm.
Ooh, salted caramel? So good.
Okay, let's do these. Here, let me show you a scoop first, then you know how much to do. Ready? Let me show you one. We're gonna do big guys.
Big cookie.
What happened to my parchment?
I'm so excited for tomorrow.
So these cookies, if you are a person who loves like thin, crispy cookies, this probably isn't for you. Because it's made with cake mix, they're very like fluffy, soft cookies, which is my personal favorite. Careful, we don't want to over mix.
Yep.
It's my personal favorite to have like a big, fluffy, soft cookie. Oh my gosh, this one has 1 billion chocolate chips.
Mommy, you remember making stuffed cookies?
Yeah. You could stuff these with like a little peanut butter cup or something. Okay, so we have this one. Do you guys want to try on a second pan?
Yeah. We need to make more cookies.
There you go. We don't need to mix it anymore, but we can scoop them.
Can I try doing this one?
Ooh, strawberries and cream.
I need a square.
You can do one after him.
But white is a lot.
So strawberries and cream, there's actually a great recipe on tasty.co for strawberries and cream cake mix cookies. You need you need chopped strawberries and cream cheese, and it's absolutely delicious. Do you want to try to round that out a little bit more? What's behind your ears? Oh, it's a bird. Can you use brownie mix? I will test it with brownie mix, and I will let you know. Any questions? Anyone joining, after we've already explained this? How many ingredients?
Chocolate chip.
I mean, it's as little as 3. If you just want to do the cake mix, the eggs, and the oil. And you can have as many as, 5. If you wanted to mix some walnuts in with these chocolate chip cookies, that would be incredible. These are more like free-form shapes. We're not going to call them cookies on this pan. These are abstract cookies. Look at Wyatt. He's just in his element.
Oh my gosh.
Do it, Wyatt. Do it. Let's see what happens. This is the time when you're cooking with kids, you really have to be flexible and pretty playful about it. You can't be a perfectionist. So I try to step back. I try not to correct too much.
That's all.
Because the most important part is that they're having fun. That's a big cookie, yes.
This is how much is that?
Okay, why don't you add it to one of these little guys? So we are almost finished.
This is a good
Oh boy. Okay, I'm very excited for these. So actually, our red velvets have about 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
These are gonna go in the oven
1, 2,
after them.
3, 4.
But so that you don't have to wait another 12 minutes, I actually baked a batch of chocolate chips last night so you can see what they look like.
8, 12, 10.
So when I bring the hot pan out, everybody, the deal is
5, 4, 3.
nobody's listening to me.
0.
Woohoo! Okay. So everybody stay back.
Whoa!
Back. It's a hot pan. I'm gonna put a little,
Hot pan.
just gonna set a mitt down here. Watch out, guys.
Oh.
Look at these
Look
cookies.
how big they are.
Stay back. It's very, very hot.
Look how big they are.
They're puffy. They're like pillowy, delicious. You can still see the
Oh, I
ribbons.
can't have
Get your
any
hand away. Oh my goodness. You can
can't
still
have
see the
any.
ribbons of cream cheese.
That big one. I already chose that one. I'm calling that.
Get your hands, if someone puts their hand near it, they're not gonna be able to eat a cookie because they're gonna be getting treated for burns.
Like, yeah.
So, this is what the red velvet turns out like. And we actually made a couple others just to show you alternatives. So, this is what the chocolate chip looks like out of the oven. Like I said, we used white cake mix, so it's gonna be a little pale. Scoot back, Jackson. You were uncomfortably close to that pan. Back. Don't touch the table. That's the rules. Okay. So these are a little pale compared to a regular cookie dough because it's a white cake mix. If you want to use yellow, it'll look a little closer. So this is what the chocolate chips look like. They're very thick, pillowy cookies. And then we also made, just if you want to use up a little peanut butter, this is probably my favorite
Yeah,
version.
my favorite too. My favorite.
This is chocolate cake mix with peanut butter mixed in. So this was 1 package of chocolate cake mix, 1/3 cup of oil, 2 eggs, and 1 cup of smooth peanut butter. And I just took a fork and made these little imprints, and these are absolutely delicious too. So the options are really endless. We are really looking forward to enjoying these all together. Let me get this up. And hope you had fun with us. Let me scoot this over. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Sorry, everybody. My tripod's going wild. Yes, you can add cookies in, crushed cookies. Can you eat raw cookie dough? I do not recommend that. Even with this, it has raw eggs and raw flour in the cake mix. But we're going to cool these, bake off the rest, and yeah, get them all together and enjoy. Do you guys want to take a bite? Oh, which one do you want to try?
I want to try this one.
Okay, grab it.
Ooh.
Give it a taste.
Good.
Good? You guys did amazing. High fives. All right, thank you everybody. We're gonna go now. You wanna say bye?